Just a couple minutes, okay? Can we? She's so scared. Okay, anyway. Hey, what's up? Steven here. Today, I will be reviewing something that my cat Harriet has long been looking forward to. That is an automatic cat litter box, the ChowBox. And we'll compare it with the PureMax and litter robot and see what's new about the ChowBox. So without further ado, let's get started. Shall we? Hey, shall we? Answer me. Alright, just for the record, the one I got to test was a prototype, so the facial unit you get at the end might be different. After all, that's quite normal with any crowdfunding project. So, what you are going to see is all based on this unit that I own, and I will try to be as honest as I can. So first things first, let's check out the design. On the front, we have a litter box at the bottom. Moving up is the LCD display and the knob to let you choose different settings. We'll get to that in a second. And of course, we see the spacious entry for cats. If we take a closer look, we find two sensors lie on each side for detecting cats entering or leaving the litter box. Those are just one of the many sensors on this machine, by the way. On the side are the handlebars for carrying the box. Just slide to the side and you are ready to take out the top cover. While the back is the Type-C port. That's the design. Overall, I feel it's minimalistic and modern, especially if you compare to the litter robot, but I wouldn't say the same good looks as the PureMax. For those who are wondering about how to use this litter box, it's basically not a huge difference compared to other automatic litter boxes. You first connect to the power. Oh, by the way, the cable is bulletproof with this kind of nano-braided design, just in case of your cat gets naughty. Then the ChowBox starts initializing. This took about 30 seconds. And the noise is a bit loud with this kind of grumbling sound. The good thing is you don't have to keep turning on or off all the time. It's a one-time thing. After that, it reminds you to add a cat litter. Then I added a certain amount of cat litter. Rotate the knob to the flattened side and press on the knob to confirm. Then the machine starts to rotate and flatten the litter. This process takes about 30 seconds. And that's it. Basically, all you need to do next is wait for your beloved cats to use it. But before that, let's take a look at what's new about the ChowBox. It offers an app. On the homepage, it records a very detailed activity log of your cat. Below that is the statistics, which shows you the key info of your cat and the ChowBox. Me here includes store and help center those. Settings here is all about, of course, settings. Below the ChowBox image, there are 4 commonly used choices. Here I chose Scoop Now, and as you can see, it's scooping. I like the blue wave animation effect on the app. It feels a sense of high tech. Alright, that's the app. It's still in its early stage and I cannot show you much more info, but I really like the idea. We are in the smart device era on the way. Just in case you don't want an app, we can manually control this ChowBox by using the display and the knob. You rotate it in a clockwise or anti-clockwise direction to choose different items. Once you choose and then press to confirm. It's easy to use even the first time you get your hands on it. But of course, you really want to see this machine in real life use. But unluckily, during hours of shooting, we didn't catch my cat Harry using it. She was super curious, but since this was the first time she faces so many cameras and lights, it seems she was not ready yet. So we just used water to simulate the waste. Before that, we made sure to install the litter bin bag. Pull the litter bin out, remove the top part, which is the drawer. It separates a small part for putting the litter bag in. That's awesome, it's all in the details, mate. Then just put it back into the bin, put back the top and push it into the slot. Easy peasy. After pouring some water, I press Scoop Now to scoop. Then magically, the bin rotates itself and filters out the waste bumps and push them to the bin and then flatten itself. When it's time to clear the waste, I just pull the string on the bag and seal them all in once. It's pretty quick without contaminating anything. Speaking of that, I have to mention the built-in ozone generator. Though I haven't really tried, but since the waste drawer of ChowBox is fully enclosed, it's good because you don't need to replace that part like other litter boxes. For example, you may need to get air purifying refill for PureMax. One other thing is the assembly and disassembly. I would say it's as easy as the other two. Just slide the buckle to the side as shown in the video and then take out the top case. Then the wheel part. In case you are wondering what's under the wheel, here you go. So that's basically all the necessary info for the ChowBox, and I tried my best to show what's available. But since I haven't used it for a long period of time, so in the next comparison part, I'll just check some of the downsides on the other 2-liter boxes to see if a ChorBox has solved the issues or not, and of course, are there any cons from the ChorBox. First, compared to the liter robot, for many users, including me, the biggest issue may be the large rubber pad and the multi-hole feeder, which can easily absorb all kinds of dust and odor, and it's very difficult to clean. With this issue, the ChorBox has solved it perfectly. There's only a medium-sized silicone pad attached there, and the feeder is easier to clean, obviously. Another thing I have to mention is the part on the wheel bore. Just too many holes there, so if any sand gets into it, it will be pain in the ass to clean. Well, this won't happen with the ChorBox since it's much simpler. For this, the ChorBox takes up less space as we put them head to head there. They are the same ease of assembly and disassembly from my experience. Design-wise, the Liter Robot 3 looks old-fashioned, like a product from the last century, but feels much more rugged, and also since there are physical keys, it would be good for the elderly to operate. And that's one downside of the ChorBox. The LCD and knob design is more advanced, but maybe not that user-friendly to all people. Also not sure if the cat could accidentally kick the knob and activate the machine and cause some issues. Again, I haven't used this for much time and things need to be tested over a period of time. If compared to the PureMax, for me the biggest problem is the assembly and disassembly. It looks less intuitive than the other two, but if you get familiar with it, it's okay. But I really don't like that they just expose those cables and main circuit when you take off the top cover. You never know what a cat might be doing next. Another thing is the smaller liter box. You have to change it more often than the other two for sure. Also, unlike the other two, PureMax adopted an older way to get rid of odor, in which they put the deodorant to the bracket on the wall. I'm not saying it's bad, but more consumables, more cost, and of course, more trouble. Again, the PureMax adopted the same porous feeder like the Liter Robot, which is a bad idea, and I don't know why this. But on the good side, I like the design of the PureMax, and I think their buttons plus LCD design is more scientific. To conclude, from my limited days of use, I do like the many new designs and functionalities from the ChorBox. The designer really knows how to present this product from a cat and cat owner's perspective and make it easy and simple to use. It is smart and sensitive, like whenever I touch it, it will automatically stop and wait. This will minimize the possible injury to your cat. The product doesn't have consumables, no need to replace this or that, saves lots of trouble. Overall, I like it. But like I said, this is a prototype and the stability is one of the things you should consider. The LCD and knob design is good, but I guess it would be difficult for the elderly to operate since it's not that bright to read, and definitely not as intuitive and straightforward as the physical buttons on the Liter Robot. But again, like I said, the one I have is a prototype and the ChorBox is still working to finalize everything. So if you were to give this thing a shot, I would recommend to do so. If you are interested in this product, you can find the link in the description and back the project. Alright, so that's the video, and if you have any questions about the ChorBox, please don't hesitate to leave your comments in the comment section. And Sammy, I will see you in the next one with Harry. Hey!
Okay.